We believe that the best way to educate your kids is homeschooling. But not everybody can homeschool. So we've designed a school system that will give your kids a superior, excellent education, second to none. And it's affordable. It's affordable for every family. And most importantly, it's incredibly fun for the kids. If a kid is bored in school, that is probably the number one reason why kids end up dropping out of school. It's because they're bored. The Redemption Academy is anything but boring. Redemption Academy is a K-12 day school where teachers teach from a Christian worldview. Now, it doesn't mean we're religious. It doesn't mean we're going to try and necessarily convert your kids and make them all Christians, okay? What we're saying is that our worldview is Christian as opposed to secular humanism, which is the worldview taught by the public school system in the United States. So we believe that character development is absolutely critical for the education of children, for a good education. Academic standards and academic achievement is certainly very important and it's paramount. But if you do that without also developing character, then you're completely missing the boat. We believe that your child, to learn effectively, must be in a safe environment. They have to feel safe. They have to be safe. School buses don't even have seat belts. There are bullies in public schools. The risk of a mass shooting, who knows if it would ever happen here. They said that probably in each and every school where it did happen. We have taken the best teaching methods, the best approaches to teaching, historically, going way back to Socrates, right up until some of the cutting-edge approaches today, such as the flipped classroom. We've taken all of the different approaches from all of the different traditions, and we have identified what we feel are the best aspects of those particular approaches, and we have adopted those and worked those into our model and fused them together, and we've developed what we believe is an amazingly effective teaching model. We believe that one of the most effective ways for kids to learn is by simply by doing projects, by going places and experiencing the real world. And in that environment, they learn. They soak it all in. They're not bored. It's exciting. That's something that's integral to the Redemption Academy model. We will go on field trips, a lot of field trips, far more than you would expect. When we go and visit museums or cemeteries where famous people are buried, or we go down to Battleship Cove, or we, who knows what, we visit a local business, we go to a farm. All of these, we want to bring your kids into the real world and have them learn in that environment. And then we step back and we analyze what we've experienced, and we write about it, and we present to each other about it, different aspects. It's an experiential learning model that we feel is very, very effective. At Redemption Academy, we make very good use of technology. In fact, we have the technology today to no longer teach kids in a class setting, to treat them as a class. Because, believe it or not, each kid is different. Each kid has their own unique gifts. Each kid is at their own place in their learning, in every particular subject. And so what we do is we treat children individually and we personalize their curriculum. We will take those kids who are learning a particular subject and who are on their way to mastery, and we will take them and so that they can run with it and that they can learn and go deeper and deeper. And then there are other kids who are maybe having some challenges with that particular subject. We will work with them. But the point is that every kid is different, and we will tailor the curriculum and what we're teaching them to that particular kid's interest. At the same time, while we're doing this, we're ensuring that we are making sure that every kid learns the basics, the Common Core basics. So the Common Core of the states is certainly a noble initiative. It's well intended, but it's not sufficient. And we will, through the course of our curriculum delivery, we will make sure that those standards are conveyed and taught and the kids learn. But it's important that they be a starting point and that the kids go beyond that, each according to their own individual abilities and levels. And so personalized learning is something that is absolutely essential to our model. Each Redemption Academy campus is a small micro school, but they're networked. One nice thing about living now in the 21st century is that we have the internet, and we have Google, and we have Google Hangouts, and we have all kinds of resources available to us as a small school. Each different campus, we're all networked together. All the teachers are networked together and collaborating. All the kids will be networked together. In certain events, in certain situations, we're going to bring these micro schools together, and kids will do certain activities together. For example, athletic teams or debate teams. We're going to have people come together when it makes sense to bring larger groups of people together. But we're all networked and we're all in communication, and we all have the ability to reach out to another person in another campus or another school and collaborate and ask questions and help each other. One of the most important tools that we have in our arsenal is a school bus, actually. A converted school bus. Now, this is not an ordinary school bus. This school bus has been converted to accommodate 30 kids for doing field trips, lots of field trips, even overnight field trips. So these kids will have the school bus configured so that when they're traveling, that they're all safe and secure. Okay, so they're all belted in securely. And then when they arrive at their destination, that school bus can be converted into a classroom and can be essentially a space where everybody can work out of. Okay, there's sort of a home base, if you would. And then, let's say that we're down in New York City or in Washington, D.C., or we're on some field trip that it requires an overnight stay. That school bus will be converted into bunks, basically, and it will support not just the sleeping, but also the food preparation and the eating. It will become essentially a big school motorhome, but this will facilitate frequent field trips that will work in experiential learning into our approach with these kids, and they're going to love it. It'll be a blast. It'll be so much fun. They're going to be so excited about going to school because it's not going to be boring. Most locations of Redemption Academy are general schools. That is, they're 30 kids max, mixed age, mixed sex, so the boys and girls together. That's going to be the typical profile of a Redemption Academy campus. However, we will have some theme or focus locations as well. So some schools might be more focused on the arts. Some might be more focused on math or robotics. Some might be focused on behavior. For example, we may have a focus school that is a little bit different format, that's much more of a boot camp environment for kids who show that they really need a more structured environment. So we have flexibility amongst our network of schools that we can potentially place your kids into a school that is best for them. Again, the whole idea is to give a personalized, tailored education for each kid. Back in the olden days, the one-room schoolhouses, you may have seen that the kids brought together. Back in the olden days, back with the one-room schoolhouses in the 19th century, you may have seen pictures of kids going to school with a slate tablet. That actually is a very flexible tool, and we will make use of tablets like that. We'll use little whiteboards instead of chalk, slates. But we also believe that a tablet computer is going to be probably the single most important tool for your kid, and therefore every child will need an iPad mini. They will get one. It'll be part of the package deal, part of how we work out the financial aid package. It's part of the package. It's what we do. Every kid gets an iPad mini. And the reason we get an iPad mini is because it's big enough to do the work that they need, but it's small enough to fit into their pockets, and they will always have it with them. But the iPad mini is a platform upon which we will deliver a lot of our educational content. It's what we all use to keep track of what kids are doing, what they're learning, grades, all that. It's essentially the core of our technology investment. It also allows us to be completely networked. Again, all the teachers are networked together. They're all using their iPad minis, and as well as the kids. So it's critical that we integrate cutting-edge technology, and we're doing that using some of these Apple products. Redemption Academy is a little bit different in terms of our schedule, our academic calendar, if you would. The school day runs from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a full day of school. So we're trying to mirror the typical workday of the parents. We're also delivering more educational content, during that day than a typical school. We don't take the whole summer off. The school is in session all summer long. We take the normal holidays off, the normal federal holidays, and we take vacations off. But the vacations are going to be kid-specific. So if you want to take a 2-week vacation in the summer to go to camp, then do it. Okay. Again, your kid's not going to fall behind because each kid has his own personalized curriculum. So we're very, very flexible. And we will certainly deliver, far more hours than required by law, far more hours than are, delivered by a typical school schedule. But the important thing to know is that we're very flexible, and these are your children, and our schedule is designed to be flexible to accommodate your schedule. One thing that we have outlawed at Redemption Academy is homework. There is no homework. There will be no homework. There never will be homework. Homework is a flawed concept. We want your kids to get their schoolwork done during the day, while they're at school. And when they're done with the school day, they come home. We want them to be your kids, and we want them to be productive members of your household. We want them to do what you want them to do. If you have chores for them to do, if you have some place you guys need to go as a family, you guys do it.